Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for all of your love and your messages. I am all better now. I did catch pneumonia just after I took a beautiful break in February and I was super happy and relaxed, and universe decided, you know what, she's too happy, let's just make her sick again. But I am all better, and I did put a post out on my YouTube, but I know that so many didn't see it because I had so many messages. I decided to ease myself back into it gently with a really simple, easy, beginner-friendly, beautiful, simple. Could I say simple again? I'm going to be using a gorgeous bowl mold. This is from SHEIN. You would have seen it before on my channel. And I'm going to be making like a strawberries and cream-esque inspired video. I'm going to be using two different pale pink mica powders and a cream mica powder alongside these absolutely beautiful, fun, summery UV DTF stickers that I did get from SHEIN. Now, again, the bowl mold is from SHEIN and the stickers are from SHEIN. The powders I'm using are from from Just For You Online, who do the Apex resin. They don't sell powders and colorants anymore. I spoke to them about it, and basically Create and Bloom. If some of you have heard of Create and Bloom, I think pretty much took over the colorant side of Just For You Online. So whilst I am using Just For You Online micas, sadly they are not available from Just For You Online. So I've got the ballerina slipper here, absolutely stunning, beautiful, delicate pale pink ballet slipper, I beg your pardon. I've also got this kind of like pink with a golden hue to it. And then of course I've got the champagne cream colours. So any mica powders that you have will of course do the job, but I just wanted to let you know that Create and Bloom have taken over the colorant side from Just For You Online. Now, I don't know if they still have these colours, but definitely check them out if you are in the market for any of the colours that Just For You Online used to do. So, first up, I have mixed my resin. I didn't quite make enough, so you do see me top this bowl up. I wanted that real typical strawberry and cream swirl running through this bowl. I wanted it to be as yummy and delicious and summery as possible because I figured that would really work with the strawberry stickers. This colour here, I wasn't so sure about. I wasn't sure if it would work alongside the ballet slipper and the cream. Hindsight, guys, I say it a lot. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. If I'd have known, then what I know now, I would have just stuck to the ballet slipper and the cream. But instead, I did go ahead and use all three colours. You can, of course, put foils in. You can put anything you want into your bowls. Like, again, this is all creative freedom. If you see something on my channel that you like, remember that you can use it in any mould, pretty much, and put anything in with it, change the colours up, pretty much do whatever it is you want. I know I've had questions. I do use a lot of the same molds on repeat, like coasters, trays, trinket trays, bowls, more trays. But the reality is I don't have a stock of 2,000 molds. So I think whatever I do on my channel, it definitely lends itself to being able to be used in any mold. So yeah, hopefully you guys will take that away with you. But this one here, again, it's giving more coppery gold than I wanted it to. The ballet slipper and the champagne cream are just chef's kiss, like absolute chef's kiss. Anything pink and cream together, I just think they are about as summery, delicate, beautiful, pretty, all of the words. But yeah, as soon as I started pouring, I thought, I think that copper, that pink, bronzy, coppery gold colour is maybe gonna throw off the colour scheme. But equally, I think this combination of micas together are just beautiful, especially if you're going down the fruity, strawberry-esque, or even like, any kind of berry or watermelon. That if you're going down the fruity route with your resin, then pink and cream together certainly work. This combination is just again, like I said before, chef's kiss. Now, I didn't have enough resin to fill up the bowl, so I did go off and mix another quick batch, and I added in some of that ballet slipper. The ballet slipper, oh my gosh, guys. I think it's definitely one of my absolute favourite pink mica powders of all time. This one and the Resin Pro. So Resin Pro mica powders are up there as my favourite mica powders. They also do a pale pink, very, very similar to the ballet slipper from Just For You Online. So that's the Resin Pro mica powders. They're on Amazon. They are called the Sahara range from Resin Pro. Again, they've got a very, very similar pink. So if you can't get hold of any more ballet slipper, I don't know if Create and Bloom have it, definitely check out the Resin Pro Sahara range, because oh my goodness me, I'm so in love with those powders, and you guys will know that if you've watched me for a while. I always rave about the Resin Pro powders, especially the deep, deep, deep purple that I use at Halloween. Oh my god, amazing. Anyway, so yeah, I went from having not enough resin to pouring too much resin and the resin pouring out of the top of the bowl, but that's standard Claire's Crafty Corner. I took a wet wipe and I just wiped around the top of the bowl and around the wooden base. I didn't want it sticking to that. I then used a pipette just to take out the last couple of drops, just to get it back to level. And on demold, my initial thoughts were love the swirl. I love the blend. I think the combination of these mica powders blended together is just so pretty. Pretty is the word. It's dainty and all of the words. But my biggest fear at this point was that golden pink. I just felt in my soul, in my heart of hearts, that it might not necessarily go with the strawberry stickers anymore. I feel like the ballet slipper and the cream would 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, they would go. But I mean, I persisted and I still created what I wanted to create in the first place, which was a strawberries and cream bowl. This was super fiddly. Now, honestly, I've just made it harder for myself by peeling it all off in one go. The reason I did this is my plan was to stick on these strawberries individually, sporadically, at random, and cut each and every strawberry out of this UV DTF sticker sheet. However, the idea of individually cutting out these strawberries and then peeling back each and every one, like I always find it quite hard to find where to peel on a UV DTF. I just thought it would be a bit too time consuming and a bit too much. But again, guys, hindsight is a wonderful thing. I'm just, truth be told, I was being lazy, and I think, you know, I had all the time in the world, so I don't know why I didn't put the time in and just cut each sticker out individually, peel them back individually, because what I ended up doing was peeling the back of the whole sheet, which made this whole sheet super sticky, really, really tricky and fiddly. It became so fiddly and hard to handle. And every time I went to cut another strawberry out of it, it was just sticking to me. And yeah, so I'm here. I'm just here. I'm here to do all of the things, guys, and let you know how not to. My channel name definitely should be How Not to Resin by Claire's Crafty Corner. Equally, it all worked out. It was fine. I'm just drama queen. Look at this light. Look at the way the light shines through. I love this angle. I think this works. That gorgeous bloomy blend of those three colours works. When you see the light coming through the bowl, it's in certain lights, it just looks like copper, and I'm not sure it works as much. But yeah, really depending on the light and the way you look at the bowl. But again, I just went through and individually cut out each and every sticker before sticking them down in the bowl. I didn't want the edge of the bowl to be a real uniform look. I wanted them to be higgledy-piggledy, just dotted around where and wherever I wanted them to be. I ended up using my rotary cutting tool to cut them on my cutting mat. I actually just recently bought a new cutting mat as well, which was very much needed. Cutting them with the rotary tool was a lot easier, but then I got a little bit too confident and thought maybe I'll just stick them all on as one sheet. It definitely didn't work. When you've got like a rounded surface and a flat sheet, it's not going to work. You're going to create bubbles, you're going to create creases. So again, I went back to individually cutting them all out and sticking them on. So again, whilst I feel like this was a really nice, easy, simple, summery, cute, happy piece to get me back into working and back into the craft room mindset, why did I just pick the most fiddliest thing on the planet? But it made me smile, and each and every strawberry that I stuck onto the bowl still made me smile. So I knew it was worth it in the end. It's just, there's better methods. There's always better methods. And I think the funny thing is that when you make videos on YouTube, you are filming as you are. You're going along and you are creating exactly what you're creating at the time that you're creating it. And it's only afterwards, it's only once you've done it and once the video is done and once the video is uploaded that you think, I could have done it that way. It would have been easier if I did it that way. And I'm very aware that there are going to be easier ways to do things. It's just the way things are. And sometimes I'll get comments like, why didn't you just do it this way? I'm like, well, because at the time, guys, my brain wasn't braining and you should have just been here with me, right, to tell me. But yeah, that is life. That really is life. And it's the same with absolutely every path that you choose. I'm going deep here now, guys. Do you know what I mean? But even when you have a conversation with someone, it's not until afterwards you think, oh, I should have said this or I should have said that. It's exactly the same thing. But as it stands, we are still getting a really pretty, summery, happy, strawberry-filled strawberries and cream bowl. Now, how would I use this? In all honesty, I would probably use this as a summer piece. For example, you wouldn't want to sit this out in the garden for hours in the hot sun. It wouldn't work. Hot sun and resin, they're not friends. However, if you were having a few friends around for a barbecue, you could bring this out, maybe put all the condiments in it, like your ketchup and your summer things, just for some kind of summer garden party, or even, a little tea party in the middle of your dining table to house napkins or serviettes or something like that. But here is where I was holding it up in my craft room and you can just see. I don't know if you feel the same way as me, guys. I just feel like that strawberry, that pink copper, it just doesn't work with the stickers. You can really tell the difference. There's a real genuine beauty to that ballet slipper, and you can see it works. The ballet slipper 100% works with the strawberries. And if anything, I would have just done the whole bowl in ballet slipper. It would have, I think, in my eye, it would have been more cohesive, and the strawberry stickers really would have worked better with a plain pink, pale pink background. As it is, I love the swirls, I love the blend, I love the colour combination of these micas. I just don't think they work with the stickers. Does that make sense? Again, I'm not being too hard on myself. I still really enjoy the bowl. I think it's pretty. Would I top coat this with resin? No, you don't need to. These UV DTF stickers are permanent unless you go in with a blade to scrape them off. They're not coming off. Again, this is not like this has to be washed. It doesn't go in the dishwasher. Wipe clean only. So again, those stickers will work without a resin top coat on the top. The other thing, I had to drag myself away because at this point I felt like I wanted to cover the whole bowl with stickers. So I asked my patrons over on Patreon, what would you do? Would you carry on? I had another sheet of strawberry stickers. Would you carry on and put them all on the inside as well? Because at the end of the day, it's a strawberry bowl. Let's just make it a strawberry bowl. And I will go with the majority vote. Whenever I ask my patrons anything, I get their opinion, which I value so much, and I will literally go with the majority vote. And the majority said, leave it as is. And that is why I decided to leave it as is. And yeah, once there's stuff inside the bowl, you won't see the inside strawberries anyway, but Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think of the colour combination. Am I being too hard on myself? Am I getting this wrong? Or do you agree that that pink coppery gold doesn't really quite belong here? Let me know your thoughts on the whole piece as an entire thing. I hope you've enjoyed. I am so happy to be back. This was just a nice, simple one to get me started, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.